The first James Bond movie, Dr. No, opened 50 years ago this month, and to beautifully cap off the Golden Jubilee celebrations is the latest Bond offering, Skyfall. In this one, Daniel Craig returns for his third film as the enigmatic spy working for the British Secret Service. M, played by Judi Dench, is central in this one as something from her past comes back to haunt her. While she's under attack from her very own people, Bond's loyalty towards her is tested. With this film, Bond enters the age of cyber terrorism. Starting off with car, motorbike and train chase scenes in Turkey, Skyfall's central plot revolves around getting back a list of MI6's special agents, but the disc is lost when Bond gets shot and is presumed dead. He resurfaces in London, older and not really on top of his game mentally, physically or emotionally. Regardless of all this, M puts him back on the case and from then on unravels the mystery behind the man who knows way too much about MI6 and who wants to wipe out not only the organization but most importantly M. Bond films are known for action, and this one is well packed on that front, taking you from Istanbul to Shanghai to Scotland. The one thing that stands out in this Bond flick is that James Bond seems to have become more softer, more human and more real than he has ever been. The plot is more character driven. We even get a peek into Bond's past prior to his life as a high-flying spy. Skyfall has all things that are familiar to Bond, but there is also a distinct veering away from the norm, which has worked very well and gives a new dimension to the franchise. Daniel Craig finally seems to have made 007 his own, performing Bond on a more mature level. Judi Dench is an actress par excellence and proves it yet again as the ruthless M who will do anything to get the job done. She adds a certain authority and dignity to her character. The only word to describe Javier Bardem is deadly. His rendition of the quirky villainous Raul Silva, the man with a personal vendetta against M, is superlative and will put him up there as the most loved villains in Bond history. Naomi Harris as Miss Moneypenny does well. Bernice Marlowe looks as sexy as any of her predecessors. Skyfall has a top-notch supporting cast comprising of Albert Finney, Rob Fiennes, Rory Kinnear and Ben Whishaw. Cinematography by Roger Deakins is excellent, and I don't think anyone but Sam Mendes could have directed Skyfall. Very few things get better with age. James Bond is definitely one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, Bond, James Bond, is here to stay at least for another 50 years. We give Skyfall 3.5 salutes. For more entertainment, information, reviews and interviews, stay logged on to filmsofindia.com.